Hi, my name is Marguerite Fall, and I'm an independent consultant and district manager with Arbonne, soon to be an area manager in Qual. I'm a 23-year-old full-time student living near Columbus, Ohio, getting my undergraduate degree in psychology. When I'm not studying, I fill my schedule with several odd jobs. I've been in and out of several restaurants. I worked on a food truck. I spent my summer coaching sailing, and currently I part-time nanny. I'm so grateful I get to work my Arbonne business alongside my blessedly full schedule. I fit it in everywhere I can, but I do not always have the time specifically to dedicate to Arbonne. Not every single day. When I can, I do 10 minutes a day. When I can, I do 2 hours in a day. And I always try to time what I'm doing so I know exactly how much time I put into Arbonne that day so I can monitor my time. But in total, I probably work about 10 hours a week, probably a little less. I was introduced to Arbonne by a mutual friend of Carrie Messner's, my upline. I was in a really desperate place in my life because I had this horrible illness that we don't really know what it was. Maybe it was mono, but we don't really know. I tested negative for mono, so who knows. But it was just awful, and I couldn't get out of bed for literally an entire year. And I laid in bed and couldn't eat, and I threw up every day for a year. It was awful. So when I heard about Arbonne, I was all in to getting healthy and being happy. That was my number one goal. I was like, I just want to be happy and I don't want to throw up every day. Like, that just sounds great. It's just going to help me. Awesome. So I actually pulled out my computer right away and immediately signed up for Arbonne on my first exposure, which is pretty rare. Most people don't do that, but I was all in not only for being healthier, but also for the company philosophy. I had been an environmental major at Denison University, and I learned so much about all these horrible, awful chemicals we're putting on our bodies and putting into the environment that are really just toxic for both our body and the environment. And so I really wanted to avoid these chemicals, so it was very exciting for me to find a company that stuck to these standards and sticking to the European standards where they block more than 1,300 chemicals from going into their skincare, nutrition, and cosmetic products, whereas in the US we only block a shocking 11. So it's a little upsetting. What Arbonne has given me has literally changed my life. I used to have really horrible acne my whole life, and it cleared up my chronic acne in 4 months. Seriously, you can look me up on Facebook. My name's Marguerite Elizabeth Fall. You can find me and see the pictures of my horrible, awful acne. It will blow your mind. And it also provided me with nutrition and a diet that didn't make me sick. So like I said, I was throwing up every day for a year. I was so sick, and I could keep these protein shakes down. My friend Lauren, who has Crohn's, she can keep these protein shakes down. We don't feel like we're going to die from them. You know, so it's really good to have something keep in your body if you have a sensitive stomach. It also cured my acid reflux. This healthy living program did really. I struggled with acid reflux my whole life, and the Digestion Plus is amazing, and not eating all of these inflammatory foods really makes a difference too. It brought me out of a horrible depression because I'd been laying in bed for a year and felt awful, and it made a difference for many who are close to me, like my mom and my friend who has Crohn's, and my father, and just so many people close to me's lives were touched as well, which was really special. When I first joined Arbonne, I thought everyone would want this. This is obviously so great, and I'm so passionate about it, so I kind of just vomited Arbonne all over everyone I knew. And let me tell you, it didn't go so great. I had to learn to restrain myself and focus on building relationships and connections, some separate from Arbonne. I had to learn to listen, and this was hard for me because I obviously love talking, but I noticed that when I listened, I heard things. Strange, right? And I saw how Arbonne could fit into their lives, and I connected with them. I don't focus on the outcome, I focus on the relationships, on the activity. Everyone will tell you this, I'm a great friend. And you don't even have to do Arbonne, I want to be your friend. I just love people, so that's super important to me. It's just loving on people. I learned to understand that when I hear a no, it doesn't mean they hate me, it doesn't mean they hate Arbonne, or that we can't be friends. It simply means they just don't understand and they need more time to learn. It means set up the next exposure, even if it has nothing to do with Arbonne. And if Arbonne comes up, it comes up, and it always comes up because it's obviously kind of my lifestyle. So I borrowed my upline, Carrie Messner's belief, and attached myself to the activity. I just kept going, and I learned and am learning to just love people for where they're at. No doesn't mean no forever. My new Colorado team, woo-hoo, has proven that to me. I had vomited Arbonne all over one of my besties in Colorado. Her name's Kara. She can tell you, she was like, is this girl ever gonna quit bothering me about Arbonne? And then I finally started listening to her and was like, how are you doing? And this changed everything. Once I did that, I saw how she needed Arbonne in her life. And I told her quite blatantly how it could fit into her life. And as soon as I did that, she immediately signed up, brought one of her friends on board, and now they're both strong DM quals in their first month. So good job, guys. I remained pleasantly persistent with her, and it worked. So never be discouraged by a no. I would say for the biggest secret for my success, though, is the use of all the tools in our tool bag. So we have all these different tools that are available to us with Arbonne. You know, our Facebook group that we can use to access the source, our word tracker, our 60-second story, any SoundClouds we have, the presentations, Zoom presentations, our weekly calls, monthly meetings. You know, all these tools we have. I use all of them, and that's super important. I didn't realize at first that these were optional, so when someone was like, do this, I just did it. And I learned to simplify. I stuck to the script because it works. At first I was like, I can write my own script and it'll be better. No, I stuck to the script because it works. That's why people use it. Duplication is key. And when my team in Colorado needed help getting started, I went out of my way to find a way to get there and drove all the way to Colorado to be with them, which was an amazing trip. I see Arbonne for everybody. Everybody could do this. I never prejudge. Some people think, oh, she's too fancy, she would not like this, or he's too poor, or he's too shy, or whatever it is. But no, let them decide if it's a fit for them. Everyone deserves this opportunity. I stand very strongly by that. I love sharing this with people, even if they don't want to do it. That's totally cool. Their choice, though. My goal in Arbonne is to keep growing, keep sharing. I want to go region. I want to move to Colorado. I want to learn to be an effective and supportive leader. I want to make a real impact on others in the world. Arbonne has been a powerful vehicle for me to regain control of my health and happiness, just like it could be for so many other girls my age. The personal development especially is so important for college kids because we don't get that in college at all. Most girls can't see this vision that are my age. They don't believe it's for them. I was in a special situation due to my illness and desperation to kickstart my life. So if you're reaching out to people like me, or if you are a person like me, stay the course and keep showing them, or give it a try. Just listen. You know, it's worth hearing. I know if I hadn't been in the sick, ill position I was in, I probably wouldn't have listened. So I totally understand. But if it's right for you, you'll figure it out, and you'll do it when you're ready. Arbonne brings positivity, compassion, financial freedom, flexibility, maturity, and a passion for others and the environment into my life. Who wouldn't want that?